Okay, so this is Iron Bill back again with another video. This is day 2 in a row of videos. There had been something close to a year break before then, but I'm going to try to make some more again. Uh, my offerings are going to be mostly PvP, I think, because I'm going to really make an attempt to try to play. To that end, I have created a character, well, not created a character, but I have modified this layout. I have a new setup that I'm trying to develop for PvP, just in brief, you can see what I'm doing stat-wise. One of the big differences for PvP versus PvE is I'm relying more on recovery than resilience, and I'm also trying to build up my discipline for grenades in this particular build. I had been playing around with a couple of other weapons, shotgun and BXR battler for the energy slot, but I've played with Randy's a bit. Which I really like. I have quite a few rolls on that, but I decided to go ahead mid-match today because things weren't going real great. I kept getting out-dueled, just a little, and some of that's just my aim, but some of it's also the gun. Lots of immortals out there today, that sort of stuff. So anyway, I decided, I'm going to go sort of meta. I'll toss on the no time to explain, and we'll give that a shot. First match I did that, 31 defeats. I mean, and it wasn't like a blowout lobby either. We lost the match. It was a close match. It was a good give and take. So that was actually, kind of telling. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's weapons do matter, I guess is my point. And it's my loadout is going to have to be something that I'll work on. Now, you also notice I have Shariah's Wrath here, and I have the latest Raid's grenade launcher. Anyway, this is a tape, so I can't really go into those and show you. I'm just going to go ahead and roll the footage here and show you the play. So let's just push this along a little bit. Bostock, and I played for probably 2 hours today. And this was an example of a good match. Now, we had bad ones, and that's for sure. We started this one with only 4 players versus 6, and predictably, we got behind pretty quickly. So, yeah, you'll see as we move along here. I'm going to try to get that bar to go off the bottom there. I apologize for that.
Show me you can take ground. Hold the zone.
Now, a lot of what I have to work on, and this is a per-map thing, you understand, is positioning. And that's also weapon dependent too, because every weapon has its optimal range, it has its optimal use. Some are more flexible than others, but my thought process was that I could use this pulse rifle for medium to long range, and I could use the submachine gun for close range to medium range, depending upon what people are coming against me with. Now this guy managed to get me with a grenade. But the whole team dropped, so it wasn't like I was going to get out of that. And managed to pick up 3 kills right there. I wish the whole match went like that. It did not. I decided to try to make a play for C, but no one else is there. So I really didn't have a whole lot of chance taking this alone. I'm not a dual monster. Got a guy coming on the left. Now this guy, I couldn't... My aim just wasn't there, and I thought, I've got him, but 2 things happened. He had a chaperone, and of course he had a teammate to the right. And, yeah, I was doing okay on the duel portion of it, but I let him get a little too close. And that's the same guy there. You'll notice he pops that guy with a chaperone, and once again I get taken down by his buddy. Not much I can do. The whole team kind of moving this way. At some point, I decided to stop pushing in there. And again, this has to do with my decision-making process. I didn't want to get too timid just because of a couple of losses. I know this guy's over here, so I'm going to put a grenade in there just to kind of hold him in place. Get this guy. Make one more pass there to make sure no one's there. They're already on their way. I jump up to break line of sight, but he just steps around and chaperones me. And I think, okay, I can't keep going in there with that guy because I'm going to lose every close range battle. He's got a hand cannon chaperone set up. It's clear to here. So let's see what happens if I kind of hold off a little bit, because they've been pushing as a group. So if I can play a little cover, maybe I can make something happen here. My teammates are pushing up. I probably should have pushed up with them. But by the time I get to a lot of those pushes, people are already dying. And I didn't like that high ledge, so I decided to come down to the lower ledge and kind of play this area for a bit. And that was the play, at least for that particular moment. Was able to defend those two there. They're holding down that line. I need to start looking left, and lo and behold, here comes the next guy trying to take B. Now from this vantage point, I can look left or right, and I can do a pretty good job of kind of holding down these lanes. And it's not real active, but it's productive. Our side is beginning to get more players in, so we're beginning to kind of at least make some headway here. Alright, so I've got the long line here. Now, if my aim was better, I would have had a couple kills there instead of just the one, which was basically an assist anyway, I think. That guy's mine. So I'm on a 5 streak at this point, and then I make a dumb choice here. I decide to back up instead of staying put. If I'd stayed put, I would have lived. But I was afraid he was going to press. I should have jumped up if I was going to leave and kind of floated back, and might have pulled it off. Now I'm being chased, and I decide to flip around to see if he comes. He didn't. I'm going to reset in the position for a moment, go up high so I'm not in exactly the same place. Nobody there. Drop down. We're holding B, so if they want a triple cap, they're going to have to come for it. That's what I was waiting for. I know there are more over to the left, but no one's on the right side, so I'm thinking, alright, just kind of watch that. Hold this lane down so they can't get us from this side. Then I notice my teammates pushing forward. And that's where all the action's happening. So I'm going to leave and see if I can help them take C. I've also got my super now, so if I need to, I'll drop it here. If I felt like if they started to push, rather than die, I was going to drop the super. And it looks like they're starting to push. So I drop it. And that was enough for him. He decided, oh, I'll toss a grenade in there and get out of here. Which is what he did. They're not going to challenge C with us there on a Well of Radiance. And there are 4 of us here. So decide to come on up and have a look around. Now we've actually got it within 5 at this point. Doing all right.
That's a power play.
Now it's smart for me to move with the team because, you know, at least now we're doing things that are scoring points. I'm afraid that's the guy with the chaperone, so I don't want to push too hard on that. And we do fine. Here's the golden gun. Time to get out because we're just free kills. Then I hear the super, and it's time to go the other way. Yeah, I was just a little out of range for the Sharias. Plus, I was all over his body instead of his head. I don't know what it is about me. I really have a hard time getting my pepper on the head, and I shouldn't. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at. I honestly don't know. This guy just comes in and just shotguns straight through me. Duality. I really can't play this setup in the hallway like that because these shotgun rushers like that, a Titan with Antaeus Ward, something like that, I'm going to get eaten up. Not a good play for me. Alright, I should have backed up, and I didn't. Oh, I'm shooting my teammate. I see this guy backing up, but there's already a guy on my right. He'd already gone around the outside. And that was just kind of a stupid play on my part. Decide, hey, we don't have B. They're kind of packing whatever that was we were on at that point. I'll come over and get B. Yeah, we're fighting over A. Tied game. We just took the lead. Set up here again just to see if they make a move. If I see my teammates pushing up again, I'm going to go with them. And it looks like they are. So it's time to go. I should have gone already. It's a close match, and I don't want to lose B, is my thought process at that point in time. And if I could hold it down, then I'm just one person. Trying to float more. I'm not consuming my grenade to do it. Okay, got an assist on that one. The guy who pushed into A got killed. I got one of them. Now this is kind of the sweet spot for this gun. And he just got away. He hit me with something. I'm not quite sure what he got me with there, but I backed up because... And I can't go into that grenade. That dust field. There are too many there. I need to get up. Because they're going to be looking down on the ground for me. And I figured I'll just break the line of sight. This guy had an overshield and ignored me. But he never had a chance. He went into 4 of us. So now here we are. We've come from behind, and we're now about 30 points up. See if we can play this a little smarter. Got that one, or at least an assist. Let's get this zone. We're 142 to 111 at this point. Once we take the zone, it's going to be right on the win. Basically 1 or 2 kills and it's done. And I've got my super, so I was looking to see if B needed to be taken. There is somebody up there. I think if I can get up there and drop my super, you know, that's all it will take. But that's it. That's the match. So 1 more kill for the rogue. How do we do? How did we do? Well, I was curious because it felt like we were actually doing pretty well there. And so I'll go ahead and check the results. And 24, you know, 3.43, I'll take that. You know, it's not the most defeats I had in a match, but I think I played effectively. And that's what I want to get out of this. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to try to keep plugging away at this, and we'll see where things go. So this is Iron Bill, thanking you for watching and signing out.